right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well, and salutations to the brethren that are pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. All right, this is your brother Yahweh Allah from GMS Chicago coming to get at you again with another lesson. All right, now in this video, I wanted to touch on these a few points touching on the cuisine of so-called Mexico, the Issacharites, all right, the tribe of Issachar of the 12 tribes of Israel, all right, and you know, because I just want to touch on a few what's it called, facts about them, all right, and also bring out some precepts, all right, because it was brought to my attention that, you know, worldwide this food was recognized, has gotten a lot of recognition. All right, now I grew up eating this, so to me it was like, you know, just the normal thing. But worldwide, these foods are recognized, which goes to show, you know, is a big show that the fact that the so-called Mexicans are in fact Israelites, man. All right, because they got hella salt in their food, man. You know, and the scriptures say we are the salt of the earth, like I'm gonna read. And really, you know, I had this lesson in mind already to do, and then, but you know, now with this guy with that made the documentary Hebrews to Negroes, all right, Hebrews to Negroes, all right, this Ronald Dalton character, you know, he's been pushed out in the forefront. Okay, Esau has allowed his documentary to get all this attention when, you know, what he's pushing is a lot of falsehoods. All right, now he made the simple claim that the Israelites who believe in the chariots of, you know, being the UFOs, he said that that we claim every time in the scriptures it says chariots, that it's a so-called UFO. He could not make the distinction between earthly chariots versus heavenly chariots, which goes to show how foolish he is, man. All right, and he would think and make they think that we would teach that and make a claim as that. And brothers did many videos on that, but also, you know, one of those false doctrines that he believes is that the so-called Latinos are not Israelites, man. And since I had this lesson in mind to do already, it's only to push that point also too, on how, you know, this Ronald Dalton character, you know, doesn't know what he's talking about, man. He's just a controlled opposition, man. You know, Esau allowed him to get shine, you know, putting him in the forefront as the Hebrew Israelites, but he's coming with a lot of confusion. All right, so don't follow that guy. So just quickly on Google, so let's just get into the lesson. All right, so quickly on Google, if you just put best food in the world by country 2022, you're gonna come up with this list here. And you know, the first is, they're gonna have Italy, which we know some of the Italians are Jake, especially in southern Italy. All right, but second to it is Mexico, man. All right, and this is from usnews.com. All right, now we know that you know, we know that a lot of these lists are subjective. You know, like it depends on, you know, where they conduct the surveys. You know, it's up to people's opinions at the end of the day what they like. But it's actually been a very consistent thing that you've seen around other lists. You know, Latin American cuisines are often in the top 50s, if not the top 10s. And right here you have Mexico as the top 2 next to Italy, man. All right, and you know, first off, let me read this precept. This is the book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 13. It says, "Ye are the salt of the earth." All right, but if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? Now, first and foremost, we know the salt, you know, is referring to this wisdom that the Lord has given us, man. All right, but secondly, you know, the Lord has given us a lot of flavor, man, in in our culture, you know, the way we move, the way we, you know, dance, and also in our foods, man. Jake, all throughout the 12 tribes, both Southern and Northern Kingdom, have great food, man. Okay? You know, we're the best athletes. You know, we're truly the best cookers, man. All right? It says, you know, and one thing that I've noticed, especially out here in Chicago, like even these other heathen restaurants, you know, it'll be heathen restaurants, but in the background, well, if you go into the kitchen, you hear Mexican music. A lot of these so-called Mexican people, which really are the tribe of Issachar, cook all these other nations' foods. Now, it might be different in another city, you know, in other cities, but this is what I've seen here in Chicago, okay? But, you know, there you go. You know, on this list in U.S. News, we made it to the second, all right? If we go to over here, Mexico Daily News, we made it to the top 10. So this is a common occurrence that you see, you know, throughout the world. You know, now if we go to this site called Statista.com, all right, you have it says popularity of Mexican cuisine 2018 by country, all right, and these are all the countries and the percentage of the people according to the surveys that were given. This is more than about it's like about 3/4 and higher of the people that agree that Mexican cuisine or Issacharite cuisine is good, man. That they like it. So this is a worldwide thing, man. This is a thing that cannot be recognized. And a lot of these guys, these black only Israelites and these Robert Dalton characters, man, if they really think that the Northern Kingdom, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans are not the Israelites, hey, try not eating none of their food, man. Don't try going without eating no more tacos, no more burritos, you know, none of that, man. Because if we ain't salt of the earth, man, you know, stick to your own food, man. You know, but we know they're not gonna do it, man, because they see the salt, man. You know, and that's what it is, man. And even when we gave offerings unto the Most High, we had to do it with salt, man. See if it comes up. Yep, here we go. This is Leviticus 2 and 12. I'll start. As for the oblation of the first fruits, ye shall offer them unto Yahweh, but they shall not be burnt on the altar for a sweet savor. But the point is in 13. And every oblation of thy meat offering shall thou season with salt. Neither shalt thou suffer the salt of the covenant of thy power to be lacking from thy meat offering. With all thy offerings thou shalt offer salt. So you gotta have that salt, man. All right. And I got these this last article here in you know, in Villa de Palmar Flamingos. All right, and it just brings out a few points about Mexico that a lot of people may not have known. All right, so I'll read from the top. It says Mexican cuisine is famous all over the world, and while you've probably tried tacos and enchiladas, yeah, don't try no enchiladas either. Robert Dalton or these black only Israelites, man, don't have those anymore. That's it. You know, and I'm being you know, funny with it, you know, but hey, it's a true thing, man. They really think that we're not part of the salt of the earth, man, the 12 tribes of Israel. All right, and I'm just hitting it on the food tip. There are many prophecies and many customs in the culture that also show the natives and the so-called Latinos having the customs of the ancient Israelites. But right here, we're just going off the salt, off the food. All right, it says there are more unique regional dishes to be found as you travel. So it says as you do, you will learn more about traditional Mexican food and discover new favorite dishes. With these fun facts about Mexican food, you'll be able to explore the local cuisine like an expert. So here's one fact. Tomatoes come from Mexico. All right, and here it is. Imagine Italian food, which were the #1 in a lot of these lists. Imagine Italian food without any tomatoes, man. You'll just have pesto and Alfredo, you know. But tomatoes is a great contributor, you know, all across the world. Our salsas, a lot of them are tomato based. It says, while most international cuisines use tomatoes, this vegetable originated in Mexico. In fact, they did make their appearance in Italian kitchens. They didn't make their appearance in Italian kitchens until Spain brought them over from the Aztecs. As you have authentic food, as you make authentic food, you'll almost always have tomatoes in the recipe, both red and green. So there you go. All right, you know, they got the third one talking about tamales. Y'all can read that. But hey, if you guys haven't had it, you know, this is a great food to have. Just make sure they don't make it with pork lard, you know. But there are a lot of people that make the masa, the dough, with vegetable fat. So you gotta watch out for those, though. All right, but I'm gonna jump to the fifth point. It says chocolate originated in Mexico. And how many people don't eat chocolate worldwide nowadays, man? All right, but let me read the little paragraph, because this came from Mexico as well. All right, so don't have any more chocolate either. All right, you black-only Israelites. It says Mexico food facts aren't just savory, they're also sweet. One of the world's most famous desserts originated in Mexico, chocolate. When the Spanish arrived, they found the Aztecs making the thick drink from cacao seeds. Today, Mexican hot chocolate is made from melting hard tablets of chocolate and warm milk, and it has distinct flavor from added cinnamon. There you go. Verse 6. Keep saying verses, right? Point 6. Facts number 6. It says most edible insects are found in Mexico, and we're gonna hit the law on this too right after we read this. It says Mexican cuisine can be surprising, and in some regions, grasshoppers are a favorite. To flavor them, add some lime juice and chili peppers, and you can even put them in your tacos. This is one of the most interesting facts about Mexican food that you want to experience in your travels. Now let's hit the law real quick. All right. So this is the book of Leviticus, chapter 11 and verse 22. It says, even those of them ye may eat. Verse 21. Yet these may ye eat of every flying, creeping thing that goeth upon all fours, which have legs above their feet, to leap withal upon the earth. All right, so it's talking about the insects which we can eat according to the dietary laws. Verse 22. Even these of them ye may eat, the locust after his kind, and the bald locust after his kind, and the beetle after his kind, and the grasshopper after his kind. Let me read that again. And the grasshopper after his kind. Let's go to Matthew 3 and 4 and see what was John the Baptist's meat. His meat that he would eat is Matthew 3 and 4. And the same John had his raiment of camel's hair and a leathern girdle about his loins, and his meat was locust and wild honey. Now, locust and grasshopper are pretty much interchangeable. There are subtle differences, but they are very similar, man. All right, so that's what he was eating. He was eating the grasshoppers with the honey, and this is what you see here found in Mexican. And I'm gonna just say how it is. Issachar cuisine, man. Okay, in the tribe of Issachar cuisine. I'll finish it off with this last precept here. There's Romans 8 and 16. The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of Yahweh. All right, and the Spirit beareth witness that we are the children of Yasharallah, man. Yasharallah, he is the Prince of the power, the children of the power, the children of the King. All right. So there you go, man. Our customs show it. All right, the salt, recognized all across the world, shows it. All right, and it is what it is, man. If you can't accept it, you know, then hey, y'all truly just gonna be left behind. Because according to Ezekiel 37, all right, the prophecy says that there shall no more be two more nations in Israel, two separate nations. They're not gonna be two more separate nations. All right, but they're gonna be one people. All right, and one king shall rule over them all. Now, where are the two separate nations amongst just black people? All right, and I'll wait for that response. But guess what? I know I'm gonna keep waiting, because none of these BOIs and Robert Dalton, I'm sure is not gonna address that question, man. But hey, if they prove me wrong, they prove me wrong. All right. So there you go, man. I'll leave y'all with that. You know, I pray this was an edifying lesson. Like always, I want to end by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Double honors unto the apostles of Great Millstone, who really teach well, and salutations to the brethren that are pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. All right, until the next one, I say shalom, and as always, abad babal.